G'day scrappers, welcome to day 4 of the scrap mission. I'm a bit late on this one because yesterday I had a lot of other things to do and I didn't have time to sit down and scrap for long periods of time. I was just doing little bits, like little 10-minute stints. I did manage to get rid of all the CRT monitors, so that's good. Sent them off to the recycling centre. I did manage to take the backplane boards out of quite a few more Ciscos. So as you can see, this part here is getting down. There's no scrap metal here because it's all in the van, and I'm going to do a scrap metal run today just to get rid of all this. And yeah, as I said, the Cisco boxes took out the backplane boards, so they actually take up a lot of space, so really good to get rid of all this scrap steel. Just another thing out the way, and that'll give me some room to start stacking up some more from PCs that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, so looking good, guys. Day 4. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Starting to build up a lot of boards that I need to clean up, things that I'm going to depopulate and all that, so they're starting to build up, but that's another day. So what I've got here today is those Nortel switches that I wanted to scrap out, and so I'm just going to scrap a bunch of these different ones out. I do have a lot of duplicates, but I just want to once I scrap them out, obviously I'm going to throw the scrap steel into the van, and when I'm satisfied, I'll go to the scrapyard. So first thing we're going to do is, what do we got? 8 different Nortels, a few oddball ones, but these Nortel ones, most of them look like optical fiber modules, so probably not exactly what I was expecting. And like for instance, yeah, like these Alcatels, I know that these are really good for circuit boards, good gold recovery in them. These ones aren't so bad, so we're going to get onto them, make a start, and throw all this scrap metal in the bin when we're done, and head to the scrapyard. Alright, so the first thing I'm doing is the Nortel Common Photonic Layer Line Interface Module. I've opened every one of them up in preparation, so it's a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, so as you can see, most of it all is optical fiber stuff. Not sure what's under that. So let's get scrapping these. And it's whilst it's a nice day, I'll try and get as many as I can done, but I really want to get to the scrapyard today and get that out the way. Okay, so pure gain. So it's an optical fiber module of some sort, because these wires, or what look like wires, are made out of fiber. They're actually quite hard to cut through. There's no real scrap value there. Right, it's a very, very tiny little torque screws that I'm probably not going to be able to find, but it's just a winding of optical fiber. So yeah, probably I was kind of thinking, oh, Nortel, I've had some good scraps from Nortel stuff, but yeah, because this is mostly optical fiber, it's not probably going to be as impressive as some of the stuff that I've got out of Nortel. But that's okay, we get what we get. So yeah, I had to do a few things yesterday, and so I loaded up the van with all those CRT monitors just to get rid of them. It's always a relief to get rid of a bunch of CRT monitors at the transfer station. And as usual, the first scrap of the day is usually a bit dodgy. Oh, got some MRCCs there. Alright, so yeah, quite a high grade board, be it so small, but still something. Yeah, and well, won't worry about that board. Yeah, no point in cutting this optical fiber stuff, because it's only fiber. There's no copper or even aluminium. And this thing here, I'm just going to have to leave till I can open it up with. I got to find my little micro screws. But this one's out the way, and that's one for the scrapyard. So this one is a Metro Ethernet Services unit. Got quite a lot of these ones. Just get these wires before I forget. Okay, well, yeah, that's more like it. A nice big BGA there, some gold band crystals. Yeah, a little power board even. And what I'll do when I come back from the scrapyard is I'll be doing a whole heap of, you know, oddball things, PCs, and instead of just stacking them up, I'll be loading them straight into the van as I go. Just take a trolley up to the van at a time, and yeah, over the next couple of days, load up the van with another batch of scrap steel and go back to the scrapyard, and then we should start to see some progress. There we go. There you go. It's even garbage day today, so garbage truck I hear out the front now. Awesome. Get rid of a bit of stuff. There we go. That's my recycling bin by the sounds of it. All my empty bottles of bourbon. So, there we have it. Yeah, the sun's coming through the trellis, so it's patchy as usual in the morning. Yeah, not bad board, you know. As I said, I got quite a lot of these, so that's good. Another one done. Power board. All right. So this one's a patch panel 20 port. Sounds like optical fiber to me again. Just get up to this. Whoop. Now. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is similar to like a Wi-Fi thing where they just got these different shaped. Ah. Yeah. I got this cat. This cat is a little terror. He comes and plays with the chickens, and the chickens are scared of him. And he wants to, like, you know, play like fight kind of play. So I got to go and take him out the front and send him home. He's a beautiful little cat. Show your face so everyone recognizes you. He's a very pretty little cat, but he's a little terror with my chickens. Well, had to run after this cat. It was crazy. The chickens are still freaking out, so I've let them out anyway so they can hang around with me. So that's all this is. There's actually nothing really to take out. It's just scrap metal. Crazy. Oh well. I think. Oh well, that's one bonus. That's aluminium. So too is this, but I'm not going to clean it up. Oh, there's a couple more bits for me. Well, that was really strange. I'm glad I only had one of them. Okay, so this is common photonic layer again. 4-channel. Okay. So another optical fiber job. This one is just a, and there goes my drill. Right, there it comes. This is just a flat piece of plastic, and the board is underneath. And there we go. Now I've done this one before, and this is basically just rubbish. No real scrap value there. Okay, so but at least this one's got a nice full board. Well, this half looks like it's going to be blank. Oh yeah, I did one of these yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got one out there. So this little box, inside there's like 25 screws, but I've got one that I already opened. So here's one I prepared earlier. Yeah, once you get this plate off, screws going all the way around, and as you can see, it's just a board. It's an optical fiber thing. Yep. So there we go. All this hair wire and some little modules that I have no idea what they are. Attenuator, and yeah, these silvery looking things, have no idea. Very bizarre stuff, but it's all obviously for optical fiber. A little bit of gold pins in there, but I'm just going to throw this into mid-grade board and let my buyer deal with it. So that's this box, and a lot of blank space there. But that's okay. my usual delicate means of getting a board out. So there we go. Wow, it's seriously blank. It does have a gold band crystal oscillator, at least I could get, but it's basically, oh, it's got two of them actually. But after that, it's basically, yeah, just throw it into mid-grade peripheral board. Yeah. Well, that was that. So this optical fiber stuff, it's really simple stuff. So what's this one? So it's all part of this common photonic layer system. So this is a mid-stage line amp. Okay, just got some screws there. Ah, wow, getting stranger and stranger. Once again, it's got these little things that no doubt frequency waves bounce off it or something, directs them some way, but at least they're aluminium. Yeah, nice aluminium actually. Oh wow, it's actually quite a pretty heatsink here. Get there. Goodness me. I reckon this would have been a bit of an expensive kit. Heatsink and two more of these really bizarre I don't know where did we get this technology from? What alien race gave us this? Because 100 years ago, could barely work. Battery just went flat again. But as I was saying, 100 years ago, we could barely work out how to make anything really. And now all of a sudden we've got these bizarre technologies. And this is just technologies that the public is given. Imagine the stuff that they know that they're hiding from us for military purposes. You know, we'll see it in like 50 years time and they'll say, oh, look at this new technology that they've been playing with for 50 years. So I wonder when they actually told us about optical fiber, and I bet you it was a long time before that they had it in their system armory. Okay, well, this jumbled mess, it's Can't do nothing with that. But this board looks amazing. Well, reasonably amazing. It's mostly these things that they look like, you know, big gold band crystal oscillators. So yeah, I might keep this and work out what to do with it. Because what do they say? Book 'em. Yeah, I don't know. But they're made in China, so, you know, like everything, who knows who made the technology in the first place, but China, you know, just say, oh look, we'll make that really cheap. Tell us how to put it together. And then I'm pretty sure what they then do is they immediately, as soon as they get it, they develop it even further, but don't tell anyone about it. Who knows the games these different countries play. One day it'll be just one world leader. Might put an end to wars, who knows, but then they won't need wars. They'll have complete control of everyone anyway. So this was a Metro Ethernet services unit again. Very similar. I might have actually already done one. It's similar, but I have done a few of these already yesterday. It's just one of those things that I did whenever I had a spare 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I'd come out and just scrap one thing. So I didn't have time to like make a video, you know, put it on video, because I just wasn't sure how long I was going to be out here, and it takes a little while to set up and all that. So, and something I might actually do, I was thinking of also taking some copper wire to the scrapyard, but I think priority right now is scrap steel to get the volumes down, all the PCs, and next week I'll probably just do a video on the updated prices of actual non-ferrous scrap. Alright, yep, not bad. I'll depopulate bits of that later. Okay, just a few risers, bit of brass. Just a mid-grade peripheral. Well, that's another one out the way. Right. So yeah, definitely not the Nortel that I was expecting. Still okay, but got two more to go that are different. This is it's just called a Passport. Okay, well that's a bit better. Had a bit more boards. I just wanted to lower the camera a little bit. Certainly a lot of things with screws on this. Some nice chunky power boards. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to take off all these modules. Huh. Not much to them. More value in the brass risers. A lot of brass risers. In this case, I'm just going to snap them off rather than unscrewing them. Lose a little bit of brass, but gain the time. Nice. Like little bullets. Yeah, not bad. Got quite a lot of BGAs under the heat sinks, but I'll just leave this as a server board. Get best value. Okay. Alright, well, bit extra scrap metal going. I think the last different Nortel I've got is this chunkier one, dual OSC, part of the same common photonic layer thing, but this one's a dual, and I've also got single one. So there's a fan in here. Oh, actually, it might be as simple as removing this door. These screws must be the trick. Gotcha. Okay. Pretty sure. Yep. Nice. All right, and check that out. Now this is a board. I wish I had more of these. Double layered. Another one of these. Huh. Got 3 layers of this plastic. Okay. Voila. All right. Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got to check out what's inside. A lot of times these are stainless, but well, they're non-magnetic. Sometimes you can get away with throwing them into brass, whether it be accidental or on purpose. Alright, okay. So this board, well, I just put this in. Yeah, there's really nothing of value on here apart from, yeah, all that's inside there are these little those little gold blocks, same as these. So there's one under each one of them, and not a great deal here apart from probably these gold pins I'd like to remove. See if they might be nice and easy for us. Oh, look at that. That's as easy as it comes. Got the whole thing off. Really straight off the board. That's a couple of nice gold pins, really good quality gold pins on there. Keep them. So this board can just about go as it is. But this board, this is a pretty high grade one, and you can see the little gold band crystal oscillators. But we've got another one of those really big chunky ones. Okay, one of these makes up for about 15 of these, so really nice to get that. And cluster of MLCCs here might be good. And yeah, but basically a server grade board. All right, well, that's the last of the Nortels. That's my scrap steel I'll throw into the van now. Still got all these Nortels, but I've already showed you one of each of them. Got some more switches there, but I've got a few in the back. I might do them and then just head to the scrapyard. So this one is a Kentrox. Never seen Kentrox before. Yeah, well, pretty darn good. And just another chunk of steel to the scrapyard. We like that. All right, well, interesting. A lot of tantalum capacitors. I got some gold band crystal oscillators. Yeah, not bad. Get away with, you know, it's still a good server / telecom type board. So we'll take that. Just get my bit of wire. It's all the wire that came out of it. Pretty sure. And this is a one of those KVM switches. I've had small ones, probably bigger ones, but I've prepared it. So I might as well just show you what they're about. They've got all these little VGA ports, right? UPSs. So it's a master view multi-platform KVM switch. So an audio video kind of thing. Okay. So that's probably for the audio jacks, and there's our card. Bit more brass. Yeah, these brass risers, you know, they're only small, but they add up over time, I tell you. They're solid little things, so they, you get a bucket of them and tell you what, you probably won't be able to lift that bucket. Sometimes the screws are so tight that the speed of the drill is too fast to actually, so you got to sort of start them off. So that's just, yeah, just very, very basic mid-grade. And that, well, you know, does have some good flat packs on there. Still a mid-grade board. Might even pinch one of the flat packs. I got a little switchboard here. There we go, nothing really there. Does have 3 IC chips on the side there. Yeah, mid-grade. Better than just throwing it into scrap steel, you know. And yeah, I think I've mistaken the Nortels for the Alcatels. I think the Alcatels are the ones that I really look out for. This is the OmniStack. You watch this. Even aluminium. That's steel. Check that out. Loaded. Even got RAM sticks in there. Power board. Tanties. Loaded. Really good value board for as a scrap board. Power board. There you go. They're resistor networks, the long yellow ones, multiple legs. That's a good one too. Little rammies. Could be anything, but yep, ram sticks. That's not bad. Good server slash telecom grade board. There we go. Nothing really there. It's just low grade. But even low grade is better than scrap steel. Well, that's a bit more scrap steel to take to the yard. So what I'll do is I'll just prepare a few things and see if I can head to the scrapyard now and get the scrap done, so I can continue on with PCs and get some PCs out the way. Well, actually, since I'm here and I've warmed up a bit, I've also got these really nice Cisco modules. What are they called? They're media detect ports. There's not much to scrapping these out, but I just want to throw the steel into scrap steel. I've just got to remember how it's done. They just pretty much pop open. Might as well show you what they're about. Ah, there you go. It's got a little button there. Silly me. Check these boards out though, hey? Look at the size of the Cisco BGAs, and all BGAs running around, gold band crystal oscillators around. It's loaded. So there we go, scrap metal, and there we have it. There's Super Cisco. Other side, really nothing there, but it doesn't matter because it speaks for itself on this side. You know, this is your high grade, telecom grade, you know. Even got another, you know, BGA's just virtually all around it. Yeah. Me, I'll probably just depopulate the whole lot or bring it down to mid-grade, because my buyer doesn't really pay for, once it comes to telecom grade, I usually, even if I buy them, I usually just keep telecom grade and depopulate rather than selling. There goes my drill. All right. So I'll deal with them since I'm here. Just noticed this DVD sitting on the ground. Most of it's going as scrap steel, so might as well get my board out. I'll keep these ones with these kind of pins. Take off a little bit of ribbon wire. All I want here is this brass, little brass thing here. And the rest, happy to get rid of it. All right, I reckon we head to the scrapyard, guys. Okay, let's do this. Yay, PC. Okay. Optical fiber. See you later. Cisco. Oh. Subwoofer. Microwave. I put the microwave down carefully because it's got a lot of junk inside. Save it from tipping out. Okay. PC. How's that for a power module, or a fan module, sorry? Huge. That's how we like it. Completely scrapped. This is heavy. Just fans. I'll be back in a few days with a lot more PCs. Servers. See you later. The HP net server, all done. Okay, well, that's me. See ya, Cisco. And that's me too. Wow, quite a lot. All right, let's go and cash in. goes all my shit. All right. Well, what did I get? I had 680 kilos. It's only 10 cents a kilo, so I got $68. I could have went to another scrapyard and got more, probably quite a little bit more, but this scrapyard I always take my pressing steel, and because sometimes my pressing steel is it's a bit junky. Sometimes I throw in a few monitors, a few TVs and stuff, so this time my steel was really clean and nice, so it balances out. They take my stuff sometimes when it's a bit junk, and so I also bring them stuff when it's pretty clean. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, my camera just cut out, but yeah, so there you go, $68. It's just a little bit of money for my rubbish. That's all I'm happy about. It's only around the corner, so it doesn't cost me much time or fuel to get here and do it. So let's go back and start scrapping a little bit more, I think. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to leave the back of the van open, and as I scrap stuff, I'm just going to put it straight into the van and just build it up like that. So I'm just going to do a big session on some quicker stuff, PCs and maybe some servers, just to get the volume down, and yeah, and just to be able to take in another good load of scrap steel and be done with it. So let's go back. So there we go, guys. Scrapyard run all done. It's always a good feeling coming back with an empty van, knowing that I've got rid of one batch of scrap steel. So in 24 hours I've gotten rid of scrap steel and CRT monitors, all gone. So quite a decent load out the way. All I'm going to do now for the rest of the day is process as many PCs as I can, and so next video, tomorrow's video, will also be about PCs, and hopefully by then that'll give us enough stuff to go back to the scrapyard and take some more in, and really be able to see the difference in the driveway there. This is a strange little what is it, HP compact. Not really sure how they put this one together. Yeah. Oh, at least it's got a nice heatsink. Beautiful. Solid copper heatsink. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't get much better than that. Gosh, they weigh, decent amount, half a pound. Well, what am I saying? No, half a pound is nothing. It probably weighs close to a pound. Half a kilo is what I'm thinking. Oh, I've got a little RAM. Yeah, so I think from here on I'm going to start to make a real progress. And it looks like by the end of day 7 I'm going to have a real decent batch of scrap completed. Gosh, they've put this together really strangely. There's a power supply, quite a big power supply for a small form factor PC, that's for sure. Yeah. It's just a good feeling to have all that stuff gone. And getting back to what seems to be more normal scrapping for me, PCs. Even though HP haven't really made it normal in this one. Don't know how to get this out. Just DVD. Alright, well, yeah, everything's kind of full size within a small little PC. The CPU. So, well, I hope that scrap run was a little bit interesting. I mean, it's only me emptying the van of scrap steel. Nothing spectacular, but still. Just something different for the video. Yeah, so tomorrow's video is just going to be all about PCs and maybe a UPS or two. Gosh. Huh. Oh, yeah, quite a decent size motherboard for a small form. Alright, well, that's one done. Countless more to go. But our first bit of scrap steel to go to the scrapyard in, well, it's going to be Monday's scrap run. So, don't even know if I'm going to get this on video. The scrap run anyway, but we've done one today. Alright, well, what I'm thinking is, yeah, this is the stuff that's got to go. As many PCs here I've got to get down as possible, and a whole heap of small form factors there. Chicken following me around. Let me just, yeah. These batteries are waiting for the other UPSs to be done. But I think tomorrow's video I'll start on all these interesting units here. They're quite big boxes, so just to get them off me bin. And what I'll probably do for the rest of the day is just finish off these Ciscos. Might even scrap out a couple of small UPSs. And yeah, still got quite a few switches in here, things to clean up. But there we go, guys. I might even do this all-in-one point of sale system. Sometimes they can be a bit complicated, but yeah, I just want to get rid of all this now. So this is day 5. We're going to really hit this hard. and hopefully you won't see much left out of all that. I've still got to finish off these Nortels sitting here, so I've got quite a lot to do for the rest of the day and start working out what I'm going to do with all these circuit boards. I've got to bring out my little buckets and start doing a few little depopulations, just little things I do, just pick off a few things off the boards. And yeah, so I'm not sure in this mission of 7 days that I'm going to get to all this stuff. And gosh, this is all Cisco thingos from schools and stuff. But just give you an example of getting into my garage. Look at that. So I can't step into there. I've got modems galore to do. Got all this cable that I've kept under rain. This stuff that's come in recently, just been piling it up here in the doorway of the garage, so I can't move. Got boxes of from a school pickup. I've got a whole heap of laptops that are for going to my laptop buyer. So they're all nice laptops and Acer tablets. So they're just sitting there waiting for me to go to my buyer. But so a lot of work in those cables, but I can't really do much until I go to the scrapyard with the cables that I've got and process them. And yeah, maybe even tomorrow I'll get rid of these too, because they're a bit annoying just standing around. And my chickens just having a bit of fun, jumping into anything. That's why there's not much of a garden, because they'll just eat everything anyway. I've got to really cage it up if I want to grow something in there. But I've only got 3 chickens. I used to have 4, but one of them got sick. That's just how it goes with chickens. They get sick sometimes. They're really strange. Sometimes they just let themselves go. They think, oh, I'm sick, so this must be the end. I'm not going to eat or do anything like that. And yeah, they just sort of let themselves go. It's a bit sad, but I suppose that's their nature. All right, guys. Well, I think that's enough for this video. And yeah, tomorrow should be quite an exciting day and just ripping into PCs. That's all I'm going to be doing, guys. So look out for that. Have fun, and I'll see you then.